Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the show. And today I am so pleased to be with Bobby Fierro from Wild Raven Tarot. Welcome, Bobby.
Hi, how you doing? Thank
Great
you
to
for
be.
the invite.
Of course. I'm thrilled that you're here. And I know you've been on with many of our tribe here, and I'm just glad that to have you here so we can introduce you to some folks that may not have seen you
Yeah,
already. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So let's say hello to a few folks, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do today, everybody. So Ramon is here, Moon Scarab,
Hey,
and Bobby's going to be on later on tonight with Ramon, who you guys all know Ramon, fabulous guy as
we're
well.
doing
So
a special
yeah.
Cinco de Mayo show,
Oh,
Pu-
excellent.
Puro Latino, with
Oh, yes, that's right.
Selena from Essence of the Moon will be joining us on that as well.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Speaking of Selena, the Latina singer from the 90s,
Mm.
I lived in Houston at the time that she was very popular, and she actually came to where I worked and sang
Are you
before her.
kidding me? That's
No, and so did
amazing.
Beyonce. Beyonce did too. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
I know. Isn't that amazing? But
I'm
she was such a
jealous.
beautiful gal, and it was such a tragedy that her life was cut down. And I can hear her voice. Her songs are still really popular, and
Yes, they are.
it's wonderful to know that. So that sounds wonderful. So yeah, go over and spend Cinco de Mayo with the boys tonight. I know
And
you'll have
Selena.
yes, and Selena. Yeah. All right. So Brenna's here and Judy's here. We have Essence of the Moon. Hello,
That's
Essence.
Selena.
That's Selena. Well,
That's Selena.
Selena, it's nice to meet you. And if you're ever interested in coming on, just reach out, let me know. Let Bobby,
She
he'll
will.
give you the information. And Divine Universe is here, and Tiffany Tisdale, and TW. Mary's here. Miss Sherlock's here. Spiritual Garden. Prosperity Road. Ooh, I like that name. That's fabulous. Yeah. Nancy's here. And Edward's here. Hi, Edward. You're following me around again. It's good to see you, dear. Yeah. Anya Ashdown is here. You feel like you're following me around too, Divine Universe? That's okay. We're happy to have you. Oh, Anita, she wrote
Sorry.
I don't know. It's something about Saturday. What does that say? I don't know. Can you see it? Fuimos a Pasco Sábado. Oh, yeah. I know you're gagging on something.
Yeah, I'm choking right now. Excuse me.
No, that's all right. I'm sorry. Wrong time to ask the question. So,
Okay. My Spanish is really bad, so
oh, it
I won't be
is.
able to.
Okay.
Yes, I do
Something
not speak fluent
Saturday.
Spanish.
Yeah. Okay.
Selena, what does this say? She speaks better Spanish than I do, and her Spanish is a little shaky too. And
Oh, it
Ramon's
is.
here.
Yeah. All I know is like me llamo Juan, even though my name isn't John. Yeah. But anyway, Sarah's here. Kim's here. Yeah. It's great to see you all. Something about Saturday and the 5th of May. So,
Mhm.
anyway, Paco, isn't that a person's name? Paco is a
Pasco.
person's
They had a Cinco de
name.
Mayo event in Pasco.
Oh, in Pasco, Washington. Okay.
Is
They
that what
did? Did
Pasco
you go,
is?
Anita? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. They went to that. Oh, thank you. Hi, Kimberly
Why
Canoe.
would they have a Cinco? I'm not going to go into it. I'm
Well,
not
no,
going to
they
get all
really do.
political.
No, I
I
know,
know
but
they
around Seattle
do,
they do.
but
Yeah.
I was saying in the current climate, I'm surprised
Oh,
that.
I understand what you're saying. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, a lot of people are staying low. Yeah, staying out low. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. And we have Amanda Carroll, and we also have Amanda, Tropical Empress. Do you know her?
I
Do you
do. I
know?
made that logo too.
Oh, you did. You're so good.
She
All
was talking.
right.
We were talking about the logo I just made for Jeff Bailey
For Jeff.
from
Yeah,
Tarot Ass Backwards. Yeah,
I know.
back
You
ass
do a great
forwards.
job, Bobby. That's
Thank you.
wonderful. Melissa speaks to spirit. I'm glad. You're going to Easter Saturday and they have a Cinco de Mayo in the center of Paco? Oh, is that what you think that said? Oh, okay. No, it's Pasco, Washington. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Anita, I'm glad you got a chance to go. So I'm sure there'll be more folks coming in, but going to talk to Bobby just a little bit about his background in case you don't know. that he is what what his experience is. I'm sure he's been on with Ramon, with Jeff, I guess with Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda's been on my show.
And Marina. Yeah. Yeah. So.
I've been a tarot card reader for 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started when I was a teenager. My mother was a witch, and I grew up with coven around the house, but that's not what sparked my interest in tarot. I had a class in high school, an elective called Unexplained Phenomena, and we just sat around and read tarot cards to each other and watched scary movies, and
Oh, how
I loved it.
wonderful.
It was fantastic. That was in
That
Claremont,
sounds like
California, a very hippie
okay.
town.
Hippie town, huh?
But when everybody else stopped reading tarot after school was done, after the end of that year, I kept going. I just liked it. And for a
Yeah.
long time, I read intuitively, and then I started going deeper and deeper. And now, many years later, I incorporate astrology, numerology, the Hebrew alphabet, the Kabbalah,
Awesome.
all the different aspects of tarot. So tarot fascinates me. It just does, because I'm in my mid 50s right now, and I cannot see an end to this studying inside.
Yeah, no, there is no end. You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
It just keeps going, and it goes deeper and
does.
deeper. And I'm okay with that. I made a choice a long time ago to get wrapped up in it. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
And
remember Ramon saying that he did the same thing, that he just started adding on different things to it. I think that's wonderful, Bob.
yeah, Melissa, in school, it was really cool.
I know.
I'm what you call a Heyoka empath.
Uh-huh.
And that basically means I use humor in my work I use laughter to heal.
Yes. I love that.
I am a full-on card-carrying, broom-riding, cauldron-stirring witch in service to Hecate and Hermes.
Okay.
And I take my work very, very seriously. Tarot is my business. I'm a full-time reader. Very, very, very serious. And I'm reading the comments. Yeah, that class was in Claremont, California. Very hippie town.
Yeah.
But
That's
yes,
cool.
I'm lucky that I have the opportunity to reach people with my work. So,
absolutely. Did you start with the Rider-Waite, or did you start with a different
yeah, deck? I started, honestly, the very first deck I got was a Marseille deck.
And I
didn't understand it. So I kind of chucked it aside and went for the next one, which was the Rider-Waite.
Yeah.
That one started vibing with me. But I realized early on, some decks vibe with me and some decks don't.
And some don't. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some decks I will try repeatedly over and over at different years to see if I just reconnected with the Mother Peace Tarot to see if I could use it now. Nope.
Not yet.
I still can't use it. So that one I gave to my friend. Yeah. I'll try again in a few years, see how it goes.
Yeah. But there are just some that don't call to me, even with Oracle decks. And there are others that they're my go-to for certain questions and things. So it's funny that you mentioned the Marseille, because I've had so many people tell me that during the 70s, which is when I got my first tarot deck, there was just the Marseille and the Rider-Waite, I think, but I didn't even know. And I got the Marseille, and of course I can't speak French, so I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. And it never connected with me. And the Rider-Waite I've studied, but it is extremely, you can do archetypes, you can do, I'm sure you can do, earth readings, all kinds of things. And there's just so much contained in every single card, and a different way of reading it depending on the placement. Yeah.
I do like the Heaven and Earth Tarot, which is like an oil painting version of the Rider-Waite Smith.
That's beautiful.
But down here at the bottom, it has the traditional Golden Dawn name of the card, like Earthly Strife,
Ooh.
or Earthly
Okay.
Strength, pardon me, for the Three of
Uh-huh.
Wands, but it has the elemental symbols, the planetary symbols,
Uh-huh.
the zodiac symbols. I love this deck. It's one of my
That's
go-to.
beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I've also had people tell me that they have gotten decks that have borders and they'd rather have the borderless. Do you feel that way too? Yeah.
Yeah, this deck started off with borders.
Oh, and you cut him. Yep.
And my friend Joey cut it down for me. I don't know if you guys have seen the Veiled Cottage Witch on her channel, but
Oh, all
she
right.
does a lot of herbal
Uh-huh.
herbal
Oh, that's
herbal
really
witchy stuff there. Yeah.
herbal witchy stuff. Wow. Have you met Gerald yet?
Gerald Schwab?
Yes.
Yes,
Tarot Stash? Oh, good. Okay.
I
Yeah.
do a show on my channel called Behind the Cards,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Gerald was the very first interview I ever did.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Because
was
I know
referred
he's
to
awake
me.
too. So yeah, you have a lot in common. As
Yeah.
Richie Osborne, another one, but he's in the UK, and he's very, very. He's awesome.
In the
So yeah.
UK, I've got a lot of friends. We've got
I
Chris
bet you do.
Butler, Ken Payne from the
Uh-huh.
Oracle of Hecate. And Chris was nice enough to send me recently a personalized deck of
Really?
his Healing Light Tarot, but
Ooh.
he put my logo on the back of it.
Look at
So,
that.
so that was pretty awesome.
Oh, it is awesome.
He's a
Yeah,
freaking great dude.
that's awesome. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Sonia.
Yeah,
Hey,
so divine timing
Prosperity.
is here. Essence of the moon. We already said hello to. I'm sorry. Aquarius Tarot. Mama
Aquarius.
D Tarot.
Mama D is here. That's my other
Yeah.
best friend.
Uh-huh. Okay. Prosperity Road, you can put your question in. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do some mini readings. Usually what I do is how I started my channel was I used to just introduce people. I'm like the Barbara Walters person, but then as time went on, I started getting a little stronger in my gifts. And so I just like to get a little bit of background on who I have for the first time. And then we go into some readings. So
Well, there you have it.
yeah. Yeah, Kimberly, you're right. It's how it feels to you. You're picky with your crystals. You buy what feels good when you hold it. Well, that's the way you're supposed to buy them, actually, if you can. So that's perfect. Hi, Samantha.
I
And
stay out of shops unless I absolutely have to be there, because if I see something that my spirit is telling me I need to have,
right.
the thing is, when you do that, you're supposed to get it without haggling. So I don't let myself be put in those situations. I will stay out of stores.
I get it. It's like me when I have any extra money to burn, I go into bookstores and I should know better because I'll just buy a whole bunch. Yeah.
Yep.
So I get it. I totally get it. All right. So we have Sonia Claiborne. Nice to see you, my dear. And Hinda, you have the golden tarot deck from the 70s.
Golden Dawn.
That's awesome. Oh, what's this? Breaking news: Kamala is going to ask AOC to be VP in 2028. Well, we'll see if we can bring that one up. Bobby does not do political per se, but we might be able to answer that question. That would be fine. Yeah. And Kim, okay, got yours. And Nancy got yours. Let's see. Prosperity Road and Divine Timing. Divine Universe. Hi, Joanne Miranda as well. And
Joanne Miranda.
Amanda and TW. And we might have to cut some off here in a minute. Let's see. 2 days ago, you heard a ship's horn going off in your left ear, and today you saw that ship sank. Sonia, please come to my dream show on Tuesday nights and tell us about the dream. I would love you to do that. That's amazing. Wow. All right. I'm still putting this up. Oh, you deleted it? Well, put it back up, girl.
Well, put it back up.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Ann from New Zealand. I love it. Love it. Welcome. All right. So we've got 15, and that's quite a number of we'll do as many as we can as time permits, because it depends on how deeply in we get. But can you ask a question? I just started a YouTube channel. I want to know if I'm on the right path. Do I need to collapse? Oh, you must mean collab. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll read that for you, honey. We are all, not everybody, but there's a lot of us who absolutely welcome collaborations, bringing in new people. Bobby's been here for what, 3 months, 4 months? I don't know. How long, Bobby?
For what? To have
Have you
my
been?
channel?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had my channel for about a year.
Oh, you've had it a year. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started out, I was still working in shop a lot, so I
Okay.
didn't get to focus very much on it. But now I've
Uh-huh.
decided to work out of the house, so I'm here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'll have a lot more
But
opportunity to do videos.
very good. Well, I will go ahead and do a reading. I can tell you this: it took me probably a year or so to get about 1,000 people, but I was doing selective things, and then I've already done over almost 2,000
Yeah,
videos.
but people
Yeah.
like you.
Well, you're sweet. You're sweet. I mean, there are people that don't. I mean, because that's the way the world works. But I just have grown so much and learned so much from other collaborators.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, Melissa, I invite you to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to have you come on the channel and introduce you. So my email for anybody out there who wants to do that, heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com. Yeah.
And if
easy.
you'd like
One
to
word.
approach me to be on my channel, my information is in my description as well. I'm just like Allie. I love to support people. I do a segment called Behind the Cards because everybody has a story.
Absolutely.
And I love to hear everybody's stories.
Yes, yes. And Amanda, your 1-year channel anniversary is next month. It is hard to believe. When you came in, you were just starting your channel, and you picked a perfect time of the day to do the work you do, because Amanda stays up pretty much all night and does readings. So, but her membership, her subscriber base has added up and added up. So, yeah, small steps bring big things to us. So let's see. We'll read on this one first, which was the question that you had, Melissa. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see what we got for you. I think you've got somewhat of an answer, but don't be afraid to reach out to people, honestly, because there's a lot of people out there that are looking to meet new people and so forth. Hi, Annie. Nice to see you. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. All right. So what I got for you is, this community welcomes you. And that's anybody who's just on here starting a channel. Some people will say, oh, there's already enough tarot readers. There's already enough mediums. There's already enough this. There's never enough. We are in that ascension period where we're raising our vibration. We need you as much as we need the people in the chat. So the next thing is conformity, which says you do not have to conform to anybody's expectations. Whatever it is that you do is what you do for you. And we welcome all of the differences in the community. And it says, don't retreat, don't leave, don't give up. Just know that it takes time and energy, and you'll get there. You'll get there. That's where you're supposed to be. All right. Bobby?
Well, I drew for you from my Halloween Oracle, because every day is Halloween for me. I love it. A card called Skull of Light. This means illumination. This means being a light. So if we're talking about your channel, you're meant to be a light. You're meant to be. Think of tarot like the star card. It's the same type of vibe. You're meant to guide people, lead people to certain areas of study. Just for the heck of it, let's pull another one. And I drew for you the death card. Now, first you're thinking, what? But don't worry, because underneath there's some little
Mhm.
writing, and that little writing says the eternal cycle begins here.
Right.
Now, put those two cards together, illumination and the eternal cycle begins here. This is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm excited for you. Congratulations on your channel. And yeah, and what Ellie said,
Yeah.
I'd love to have you on too.
Yep. Yep. So just reach out to both of us. We'll make it work. And we also have friends. Don't forget.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
when I was so scared when I first went live that nobody would be interested in my
Uh-huh.
channel, nobody would want to hear what I have to say. And luckily, the gods have guided
Mhm.
me to the right people. The right people need or are being brought into my life, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you build it, they will come, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's schmaltzy movie lyric, but very true. Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that in years. Oh my
I
god.
know. I know. But all right. Okay. Fascinating. So, Kimberly, having difficulty with consciousness and life as presented, puking at night unexpectedly, asking for love and light. I don't think you want a reading. I just think you want love and light, Kimberly. But what is it that you can't stomach? Is there something that's bothering you? Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't go to the doctor and find out if there's something wrong, of course, because that's the first thing we would recommend. And we're not doctors, and this is entertainment. But if you look at it metaphorically or as a symbol for you, it seems to me that there's something that you just can't stomach anymore, and it's bothering you tremendously. But I do also want to say the solar flares are bad right now, as is some of the juju that we're living in. So that's just my advice to you. Any advice from you, Wild Raven?
Well, the first thing I want to say is you're going to need to go to the doctors. You
Mm-hmm.
don't play around with
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, I have serious medical issues, and when vomiting starts, I know that I need to get checked out. So I'm not saying you do. I'm suggesting you mark it off the list. You know,
Mm-hmm.
get
Mm-hmm.
it taken care
Yep.
of. As what Allie was saying about not being able to stomach something, I drew a card for you, and it's one you're probably not going to be familiar with. It's called Barmbrack. Barmbrack
Mm.
is a type of holiday treat. It brings in a lot of different ingredients to create this specific treat.
Mm.
Um, the card symbolizes synergy and sweetness.
Mm.
What Ellie says, not being able to stomach something, I get the feeling also that you're at odds with your surroundings, with your current environment or situation. So you might want to look into getting seen medically and just get that out of the way.
Uh-huh.
And then taking a look at what's going on in your life. And you may have to do some hermit work, sit there and look at things and decide, is this where you want to be? Is this where you want to go?
Mm.
Because yeah, our bodies can have a physical result if we're unhappy. So
Thinking. Yeah.
primarily go to the doctor, secondary examine what's going on around you, because
Yeah.
you may not be where you need to be to thrive.
That's
Right?
very true. That's very true.
You may
Yep.
need to find a different environment in one way or another. But
Because you
that's what I got.
certainly can't keep living throwing up every night. So yeah. Yeah.
No. And
No,
this
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say because of my illness, I'm throwing up maybe 3-4 days a week when I wake up in the morning.
Oh.
So I know what you're going through, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
just make sure you're checking off everything, and what's left is what you have to deal with.
That's right. That's right, Kimberly. I certainly hope you get some relief, my dear, and
Yeah.
are feeling much better. Yeah.
Best I can hope for you is what I do for when I'm really sick like that. Get some ginger tea. It's kind of nasty at first, and
That's
spicy.
true. It is nasty, but it does work. You're
It
right.
really works for your belly.
Yep. All right. So Kim B, message from Spirit. Okay. All right.
That's the sound I make when I'm thinking.
You're kidding?
No, that's it. That's exactly it.
We're soulmates.
That is, I've never heard anybody do that, and I've done that ever since I watched Close Encounters as a kid.
I don't know that I do that much, but boy, oh boy, it just came out. Yeah. Wow.
Cool.
Talk about symbols and synchronicities, huh? Wow. Oh my. Hi, Rossi.
Hey,
All
Rossi.
Right. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Kimberly.
Kimberly, I'm switching out decks for you.
All I can think of is the mashed potatoes that he puts to make a mountain.
Yeah. That would be worth watching again. I think
it would be at this time, especially. I agree with you. I've been watching as many old movies. What I don't really need to rewatch though is Soylent Green, because we don't want to move into that energy.
Soylent Green is people. I remember that so much. That was such a good movie.
Oh, thank you, Sonia. Humming is the communication to the spirit world. Well, no wonder. That's awesome. All right, Kimberly. So what I get first is you're a snowflake. And what this means is you're not flaky, but it's that you're unique, and you can be very sensitive about certain things. And nobody needs to say anything about that to you. If they say, oh, you're too sensitive, tell them to mind their own business. But, no snowflake is identical to another. That has been proven. You also have the anchor, which is your dedication and your unwavering security is important to you, and it's enduring for you. So if you have an anchor, you're sort of in the harbor, out of the way of the tempestuous sea. And the last thing I get is rescue. I don't know if you may have to rescue somebody, and I don't mean it necessarily you have to like go into a burning building or something, but it might be that somebody is having a spiritual crisis, or maybe it's you having a spiritual crisis. And if you are, then you turn to your friends who you can talk to, and if somebody else is, that they can turn to you and you can just listen. That's all they want, is to listen. Yeah. Yes, harbors are nice. Hi, Lauren.
So here's what I got for you. The first card I drew for you is one called Blessed Day.
Wonderful.
This says you will have good luck and glory in everything you accomplish or set out to accomplish. Here's my question to you. Have you been having dreams or sudden thoughts about somebody who's passed away, or your guide or something like that? I get the feeling Spirit's trying to connect with you because I have the card of union. Think temperance, the blending of two things. Okay. So this is telling me you're blessed in your connection to the divine, but you seem to have a block going on right now. Because the last card I drew for you is the card called Castaway Negativity. This is just remembering who the hell you are and what you're capable of doing. I think that these cards are telling me your connection to spirit is strong, and it's time to dust it off and start flexing, make that connection stronger, go deeper.
Beautiful.
That Blessed Day card, though, one of the things about it is There's a butterfly on it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your energy ready to be released properly. So that's what I have for you, my love.
Get out of that chrysalis and fly, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the word I couldn't think
Oh,
of.
that's all
Chrysalis.
right. I may ask you what something. I'll go. Oh, what's the word? What's the word? It happens to me all the
Right.
time. But I am significantly older than you, so I have a reason. But anyway, I'm just going to pick on you. Okay, so Nancy, the company you applied to, will finance team approve the billing role for you to get hired? Oh, so they need a biller, but they have to get the approval of the hiring committee. But it sounds like you have you had your interview? So we'll check and see how it goes, Nancy. Speaking of butterflies on her avatar.
You know, for this, I think I'm going to use tarot
There you go.
because since it's dealing with career, I'm going to use Gerald's one of his
Yeah.
decks.
Oh, cool.
The Moon, Deviant Moon.
Oh, that's a great deck. Mm. All right.
This is
So,
my go-to deck for financial questions.
yeah, I totally get it. So, it looks like a female may ask you to conform to something. I'm not sure if you're going to like it or not, though. It's like you can work. We got you approved, but we can only pay you, $12 an hour, $15, whatever it is, and you may have to do some negotiation work there, and because it might make you feel trapped as well. If they say to you, "We'd like to hire you, see how you do, and in 3 months we'll do a review for you." Well, that's really good. You can bust out of the cage that you made for yourself. So they're also admonishing you to surrender, and I'm going to say surrender to the outcome, because if you're holding on to it, it doesn't serve you, and it's all going to come in right timing. But the last card I got is, you are a safe bet for this job. You have the experience and the knowledge to do the job well. And if they don't hire you, well, you just run out there and try to do it somewhere else, because you are a very valuable employee from what I see.
Well, as he takes a big drink before he starts. Okay. So here's what I got for you, my love. I don't think this is the best job for you. I don't think it's something you really want.
Mm-hmm.
As far as do you get the job, I'm not focusing on that right now. What I'm seeing here is the first card I drew for you is the Devil card in reverse.
Oh boy.
This is Capricorn energy. This is your identity and your career. It's in reverse. I don't see you shining in this role. The next card I get for you is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It should be like that, but it's not. It's like that. This is a card of working well together with others to create something. This is also a Capricorn card, by the way, and it is in reverse. So we've got two career cards in reverse. The last card, and I knew what it was going to be before I frickin' turned it, is the Eight of Pentacles upside down. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is the card of mastery. It's the card of mastering your craft, working hard. This is in reverse as well. So I've got two cards of career that are upside down and one card of hard work and mastery that's upside down. I'm not saying you're not capable of getting the job. I'm saying I don't think the job is right for you. So the last card I'm going to draw is going to be a yes or no. and it crosses everything. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a yes card for me. This is Leo energy. This is shining your light. You will have the opportunity. They'll offer it to you, I'm sure, but I don't think this is how you're meant to be. I don't think this is where you're meant to be. All right. I don't think it gives you the chance to shine like you really should. That's pretty much the only advice I have for you right now.
Yep.
As far if we're going yes or no on that last card, I'm going to say yes. They'll offer it to you, but I agree with what others
This is
say.
kind of like, this is kind of like what I thought in some regard, that there's something that will not be advantageous for you, and you don't want to feel caged in. That's why that card came up as well, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I know that it could be that they love you and you're like the best candidate, and I'm sure that you are, and I'm sure that they may be putting off, or there might be something that you just want to trust your gut. Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right. Prosperity Road. My partner pulled away after a small argument. He ignored me for days and still sounds emotionally detached now that he's coming back. He was obsessed with me, and I don't understand what's going on. Okay, well, you don't really need anybody to be obsessed with you either. It's like, sounds like wacky energy to me, but I don't know if it's one way or the other. That old song's coming out now. One way or another.
I'm going to get
I'm not making light of this Prosperity Road. I'm sorry. Yes, I understand you're concerned. Yeah. Oh. All right. The first card I pulled is manifestation. And just so you know, today is 5/5, which is a wonderful day for manifesting. I have put a 5/5 manifestation on my channel notes and in my data page. So if you're interested in doing that, manifesting is great, but you never ask for something in a negative light. You only ask for it in a positive way. But what you have here is manifestation. So it's almost as if you probably didn't even know you were doing it, but you manifested him to step back. Maybe you were feeling too crushed or too closed in. And he doesn't really know what to do with that. I don't know if that had anything to do with the argument. The second one I get is an obstruction. And take a look at this. These guys are trying to figure out how to get over that big wall that's in front of them. And your partner is a wall, because it's like talking to a wall. You're not getting anything back. And you shouldn't have to try so hard. So it looks like something will come to pass, because I have commencement. That's a new beginning. And it usually is like a graduation ceremony. So it could be that your relationship will level up, but you've got to both be honest with each other. And if he's not communicating, or she is not communicating with you, that's a big hurdle to get over.
Okay. So the first thing I want to point out is the words small and argument.
Sorry, I just moved that.
Oh, it's okay. I was like,
there's a bit of a gap there in the ages. Not that that's a problem.
No, it's not a problem. Yeah. What I'm seeing, though, is that before this argument happened, there was already issues going on, a lot of questioning. Oh, excuse me.
That happens to me sometimes too, Bobby. No problem.
The first card I drew for you is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of examination. And that tells me that this argument, words fly during arguments. Yep. My husband and I have been together 25 years, 24 and change. But when we argue, I make it a point not to say certain things because
Triggering thing. Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
triggering. I know that they are hurtful to him.
Mhm.
Um, but last year we had an argument, and both of us threw everything at each other. There's no such thing as a small argument. A
True.
conflict is a conflict.
Mhm.
I get the feeling that when this conflict happened, the Hermit is a card of Virgo. Virgo is self-examination. Virgo is looking at the minutia of everything. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what this argument prompted. It just started a process in his head of looking at things.
Mm.
Um, I know right now it feels like the Four of Wands in reverse, like celebration isn't happening. I get the feeling that you're worried this snowball that started might run you over. Um, the thing I want to point out is the age difference there. At 53, he is questioning everything, period.
True.
That
Very
is,
true.
and Allie can back me up on this. At certain
Yeah.
points in our lives, we really examine everything. I think this argument was just badly timed, and he was already dealing with a bunch of shit.
Mhm.
Now there's really nothing to do but wait it out and just be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Some things need to run their course.
They
He
do.
needs he needs to get this settled within himself before you move forward. It just seemed like a badly timed argument.
Yep.
The last card I drew for you is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is the Queen. This is saying don't take any further actions. Don't try to fix anything. Don't try to control the situation. Just let it run its course. Let him get it out of his system. This doesn't sound, from where we're sitting, like it's a career ending or a relationship ending argument, but it did start that snowball. So you're
Yep.
going to have to let him be in his feels for the time being.
I agree.
And good luck to you, baby girl.
Yeah. So Prosperity Road, how I trigger my husband, and we've been married 24 and change as well, is the tone of my voice. I sound like his mother. He doesn't like it. Like, and it's not what I say. It's just the way I say it, I guess. And so it's been hard because I don't want to be his mother. I have no desire to do that. So yeah.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah. You're welcome, Prosperity Road. Good luck to you. It's always hard. Relationships aren't easy work. That's for sure. All right. Divine timing. Here we go.
Okay. Mama D was here. I don't know if she's still here, but
Miss Tarot D?
Miss Tarot.
Is that who you mean? No.
Well, was it Miss Tarot D or Mama D?
Oh.
Tarot D. Tarot D is Mama D.
Okay.
Mama D is what we call her here in town. Tarot D is her online handle.
Right.
She gave me this deck, this
lovely
tattoo deck. So we're going to use that.
Oh, awesome. I love that. All right. So divine timing. I'm getting the scales first. You're wanting some kind of balance, and I don't know if it's the balance between your personal and spiritual life, or you're just tired of weighing options all the time, or there's something going on with that. Or you're looking for stability, because certainly finding things to balance out is more stable than, rocking the boat this way, like the two of coins with trying to juggle money. The next one I get is a light bulb. I think you're going to come to some kind of a realization about what it is you need to do in order to balance yourself out. and how that will work for you. And I think it should start with self-care if you can do that, because we all need to do that. Finally, is there something that has made you sad, or is heartbreaking, or you're not expressing your sadness in some way? It's saying it's very, very important to clear that sadness. And if that means tears and raging about something or whatever it is, but let that go if you can, because you're holding on to it. It's not healthy for you. And if it's about somebody else, they're not hurting, but you are. So make sure you do that.
So, the first thing I want to point out is when you were saying something about a boat, I threw this card. It's the Six of Swords, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
sailing into a different frame of mind. This is saying it's time to leave all the BS behind. If you can walk away from something, now's the time to do it. Aquarius energy rules this card. Aquarius uses their own inner meter as far as what's good for them and what's not. If they think something's not working for them, they will walk away. That is the energy of this card. It's time to move into a better frame of thought. I know that well, I don't know. I'm assuming, according to what I'm seeing here, I've got the Seven of Pentacles as our next card. This is a lot of questioning and wondering if now is the right time to do something. Is the timing right? Traditionally, you see this guy leaning on a hoe, looking at his garden, and he's wondering. The idea of that is, has he waited too long to harvest? Because if you wait too long, those plants turn poisonous.
Wow.
There's a lot of questioning going on with you right now. And this is brought on by the fact that you seem to be one of those people who picks up everybody else's problems. I have the Ten of Wands here. This is a card of oppression. I think your intentions have always been good to try to help people and fix situations going on around you. The problem is you end up picking up everybody's little sticks, and then you're overloaded because you forget to put them
Yeah,
down. Okay, you're
absolutely.
carrying all this BS around with you. I think what I'm seeing here is a need to be a little bit selfish. Hey, Marby, welcome. I'm thinking there's a need to be a little bit selfish, a need to focus on yourself and make everybody else wait. Okay, you need to examine what's going on in your life. I think you're heading. You love being with yourself, and now I get to spend time with yourself. I love being with myself. Hey, Care Bear, how you doing, my love? All I'm seeing here is advice for you. You need to stop picking up everybody else's sticks. You need to stop focusing on everybody else's problem and maybe focus on yourself. That Ten of Wands is a card of oppression, but it's also a card of Sagittarius. Sagittarius seeks out healing. So this may be the message of this card: put down everybody else's problems and focus on your own healing. And that's what I got for you.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me read for you.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody being here today. All right. So the next person is Joanne Miranda.
Miranda.
Think of Carmen Miranda with her fruit on her head as she dances.
Every time I see her, I hear Joan Miranda in my head.
Welcome, Joanne. Okay, interesting. interesting cards. The first card I get for you, Joanne, is conformity. Is there somewhere that you are, something you're doing or some situation where you feel like you can't be yourself and you have to conform to whatever expectations someone else has for you, or that you, maybe you do conform very easily, but nobody appreciates that and they don't really say anything about it? It could be that as well. The next thing I get is that you are in pursuit of something very different. And these guys are putting out a fire here, and they're all kind of running around. And look at the little guy who's running away, like he's running from being pursued by something. But it might be that you're being pursued by something that you're not interested in, and you really don't want to go there. So I'm going to say that. And the last card I get is, this is all a facade. It's a fake front. It's not true. It's like believing something. You see something from a distance, or you only see part of it, and it looks like it's this, but it's really not. The closer you get, you go, oh, well, I couldn't believe that that's what I saw. So this conformity with your pursuits being a facade. Don't throw all your clothes off the roof, and don't jump, please. Just realize that you just are not perceiving it in the way that it's being presented.
Well, what I have for you, I know there's some situations going on with you. The first card I threw for you, I accidentally pulled two cards, so we're going to read both of those together.
Okay.
I have the reversed Five of Wands and a Five of Cups. So we've got two cards of conflict right here. I know there's a lot of conflict going on in your personal life. We've done private reading. I've done a private reading for you. This kind of piggybacks on that. I'm not going to throw your bitness out for everybody to hear, but the Five of Wands in reverse is about serious conflict, not a difference of opinion. This is serious conflict. And the Five of Cups is walk away energy. This is, you've made a decision to stand firm. However, the pain of it is still with you. You're still regretting what you've had to do, the boundaries you've had to put in place. So those two cards are read as one. Yes, you had to create boundaries and you're not happy about it. Now, the next card I drew for you is a card of movement, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords does what's right. He is the king's knight. You cannot sway him once he sets his shit in motion. I get the feeling that you are on your way to much happier times. I think this card here, being mutable air Gemini, the energy of Gemini, I think your biggest hassle right now is in your head, playing things over and over, trying to replay. Don't do that. Stop. Right? That's no.
Yeah.
You put your boundaries in place, live by it. Don't regret them. All this is temporary. That's the message you need to hear right now, because the final card I have for you is the Two of Cups, the card of love. This is happiness, peace. I want you to know that you're doing the right thing and that everything will work out in your favor with that Two of Cups. And I advise you to, if you do meditation with tarot at all, pull out the Two of Cups and meditate on it and just think on it. And I think you're going to get some messages. I really do. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Yes, thanks, Joanne. And thanks for being here today. All right. So Divine Universe is next. She is waiting to go to bed. So I said, all right, here we go. I need to know also what your time frame is right now, Bobby, if you have time to stay a little bit longer.
I can stay a little bit longer, yes.
All right. That's fine. Because usually I end up about an hour, but and I know you have another show coming up. So we'll see. We'll try to get what we can done for about another, say, 20 minutes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I've got another hour and a half before I have to be on a channel.
Okay.
I would like to grab something to eat.
Yes. We have to have our breaks. All right. So.
And what Joanne said, thank you both. It's coming to a close. Good.
Oh, good, Joanne. Good luck to you. Yeah. All right, Divine Universe, there's something that you either have separated from or are separating from. And this is two toboggans and they're going in different directions down the icy slope. And so I don't think it's a bad separation. I think it's maybe something that needs to be done to help you to move forward, because the next part of it says urgency. And there's an urgency to that separation. The next card being that you will, on the other side of that separation, is your arrival. And I absolutely love this. It's like everybody's at the side of the river waiting to welcome you in. And I'm wondering if it's the arrival of what it is that you're wanting to do spiritually. I don't know if you're considering a channel. I don't know what it is that you're interested in, but whatever it is, you have to separate from what is now in order for what will be to come.
Whatever will be, will be.
Sarah, Sarah.
So here's what I got for you. We're asking for general messages. I pulled out my little doggy deck.
Cool.
I have for you the Nine of Pentacles with his little black lab, but it's in reverse. So that tells me there may be some issues that need to be addressed going on in your life. This is Virgo energy. Virgo energy is examining. They analyze everything. When it's reversed, I think you're missing something that you need to move forward. This is further evidenced by my next card, which is the Ace of Pentacles. See the little puppy dog. But when he's reversed, it says the seed of possibility that you need to grow hasn't been planted properly. Again, I think you're missing something in your life, that a small detail that is stopping you from moving forward. And once you get that taken care of, I have the Empress card for you. I like this card because she's there with other puppies. I love dogs. I have 5 dogs.
Oh, me too.
I love dogs. All right, here's the thing. The Empress is a card of love, happiness, fruitfulness. So if we talk about seeds and growth, the Empress is the growth, the tree, the fruits. The only advice I'm getting here is stop. Hammer time. Stop and look at what's going on around you. Take a closer look at your family. Take a look at your friends. I think somebody needs your attention. I think they need your attention, and you're not aware of it. I think your role as a caregiver is what's needed here. So I hope that you find out the one who's in need, and I'm confident you will be there for them. So thank you for letting me read for you.
Oh, oops. Trying to get that. I had myself muted. Divine, I hope that helps. Thank you for letting us read, and good night. I know what it's like when it's time to go to bed. You're ready to go. All right. So, of course, we'll read for you, Amanda, because that's what we do for our other. Amanda has a fabulous channel, everybody. And of course, please sign, like, and subscribe to Bobby's channel at Wild Raven Tarot. The information is down in the show notes. And yeah. And if you're so inclined, the rest of you, if you're on his show, come on over to mine and like and subscribe. I would love it, because really we're all just walking each other home here. So, yeah.
That's true. We are
Mhm.
companions.
Absolutely. All
All
right.
right, Amanda.
Wow. So, Amanda, is there any reason why you might need to go to the doctor? Just for that checkup, for maybe some tests, normal stuff. Because I'm getting health. They want you to be more health conscious. It might also be don't wear yourself out because you're not getting enough sleep. So that could be as well. But a lot of us aren't getting any sleep, and we're not doing shows at night. We're just not being able to go to sleep. But check that out if you think anything is off, or you need to have certain stuff done like we women do every once in a while. I'm getting here that something's coming up that will draw your attention, or there's an announcement that you're going to hear of. And that can be a number of different things. Of course, the summer's coming. It could be somebody getting married, somebody having a baby, but it could be something very, very different than that. You got the best card in this deck because I can't help it. It's the Buddha. What you're doing is fulfilling the destiny that you came here to do. You are filling a niche, for one thing. You are sweet, kind, and always available for those who need your counsel. I'm also getting that you can be very understanding, and that you use positive thinking, which I know that of you anyway. So you're just doing really well, especially with the spiritual stuff. If you get the Buddha, whoops, could be better than that. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Amanda. Here's what I have for you. I'm using the Lorenzi Tarot. It's a cross of modern and mythical that I love so much. The first card I drew for you is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is the card that we were just talking about in the last reading, wondering if the timing is right. It's Virgo energy. This is examination. This is looking closely at things. The next card I have for you is the Chariot card in reverse. It's supposed to be like that, but it's like that. This is Cancer energy. This is your lineage, your bloodline, as well as your emotions. I'm seeing that there may be some issues going on the home front that need to be addressed, which are causing your emotions to be a little wacky right now. So, yeah, I think you need to spend some time regrounding and recentering yourself. The work we do is difficult at times if we don't cleanse ourselves. Then we start picking up everybody else's problems and not putting them down. I make it a point when I'm in the shower to cleanse myself. Let that ookie run off of me, I believe is the scientific term, ookie. Just imagine it going down the drain, and make sure you visualize it going down the drain and out of your area. Otherwise, you're going to have a haunted bathtub situation
Right.
going on.
Cesspool in the house. Yeah.
So yes, make sure you're cleansing properly. This chariot card is also a card of water, which further says cleanse.
Mhm.
The Ace of Pentacles in reverse is the last card I have for you. It's like that. This is saying there's some work you're going to need to do. Your career is going to be taken in a new direction. New things are coming for you. The ace is possibility of new things. So your energy has been low. Yes, there are things at home. I do cleanse in the shower too. Good girl. See, people don't realize how easy that is to do. And I started doing that when I was a bartender.
Oh, yeah, you need to, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
back in the day, you could smoke in bars. So every night I'd go home and get in the shower, and nicotine yellow would just run off my body. So I
Yeah.
started imagining everything running off my body,
Good. Yeah.
psychic cooties, physical everything, and
Mhm.
it's very, very helpful, very useful. So yeah, Amanda, that's what I have for you, my dear. I think
That's
that
awesome.
you've got some new things coming up, but you might be a little tentative about it.
Oh, she's a
Just
Pisces. Yeah, so water healing is important to her.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
cleanse right now, reground, recenter, reestablish your armor, and
Mhm.
then attack what's coming for you with vim and vigor, my love. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Yes, there you go, sweetheart. The other thing about being in the shower is the ions. The ions are really good for us as well. So yeah, I love that. Thank you. Thanks, Amanda. All right. So Aquarius Tarot Adventures. Welcome. Glad you're here.
Hey, what's up, boo? All right,
Oh,
go for you. Yep.
drawn to this other deck. All right. Mhm. All right. The first card I get is release. And I love a card that says release. But look, they're dancing. I mean, they are party time here, having a dance, releasing all their energies. And a 10 is a 1, which is new beginnings. And there you go. It couldn't be better than that. So releasing is important. Next, after you release, then you can renew. And look, he's dipping his hat in the water and he's trying to refresh himself from the clean water after the dance. The other card I get is very fascinating because it's the word mismanagement. And it's like these two guys were employed to carry a pumpkin down a hill, but the pumpkin had other ideas. They didn't really manage the rope around it. And how can you? Because it's a round object. And where are you going to put all the rope? And you can break off the top of the pumpkin simply by putting a rope around it. So whatever this is, it's saying don't allow yourself to be led into something that or work with something that is mismanagement or working against sort of the tide. Try to make sure you're tethered to where you need to be. That might be being grounded, and know that you are not alone, because these guys were trying to do it together, but it didn't always work out that way. So
Okay. So something freaky's going on here. The last few decks I've used, I keep getting this one card. I'll get to that one card, but first we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. I got called to this deck for you. The only time I use this deck is when spirit guides or ancestors are involved. So please know that, in my opinion, this is somebody trying to get a message to you. What did I do? Hold on. Okay. I threw the card on my mouse pad and I screwed my computer all up.
Oh no.
The King of Pentacles, also known as the Sugar Daddy card, in reverse, is about mismanaging money. That's why I was giggling when you said that. This exactly what you said. That's why
Uh-huh.
I'm like
Uh-huh.
tee 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 over in the corner. Um,
Wow.
I don't think this is you mismanaging things, though. I think there is somebody around you who has created an environment where you have to live within certain boundaries. Those boundaries suck. And basically, let's go with career wise. If you had a boss who implemented all these weird, arbitrary rules, which is just detrimental to the business, but you have no choice but to go along with it. That type of energy, whether it's in work or at home or in your friendship zones, it's basically one person mismanaging situations and expecting everybody else to fall in line. And when I say mismanaging, I mean mismanaging, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is the one that has been popping up. Every deck I've used, I've drawn the Seven of Pentacles. It's just haunting me, everybody. This card says the way things are rolling right now, it's not working. There needs to be a readjustment. There needs to be a wake-up call. You may need to start pointing out the wrong things to people rather than sitting back and just letting it all go to hell. You may need to take an active hand in correcting it. I don't want you to get like in trouble with your job or your spouse or anything, but I do want you to start paying attention to how you can make things better. Not just accepting something's going wrong. I think by doing that, things will improve. This is the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of working together. I don't think that people are working together very well in your life right now. I don't think the situations are jiving for you. I think it's very chaotic. So the last card I have for you, because for the first time tonight, I've got that tingle on the back of my head.
Okay.
Which says divine intervention. This is a message that your guides are trying to get to you. I have the Hanged Man card. This is saying you need to find a new way to do this. You need to readjust. The energy of the sevens where we rebalance, that's exactly what this is, the Hanged Man, who also, by the way, is a seven. So there's a lot of readjustment that needs to happen in your life right now in order to move forward with working with other people. Okay, that Three of Pentacles says you don't work very well with other people right now. So whatever the situation is, I hope you get it addressed, my dear. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Brenna, I don't know if you're still here, but I think what Bobby and I will do, I don't know if you've probably done this before, Bobby, but what I like to do is, since we can't read everybody because we don't have time and so on, that I do sort of a collective reading. And I have seen Hinda say, oh, Brenna, you are here? Okay. We'll do you first, then we'll do the collective. But I have heard you say, now I don't remember what I heard you say. Let's go with Brenna first. All right. Are there any messages for you today? Oh, I've heard Hinda say that she's been getting answers through our readings to questions that she had, and she
Ah,
wasn't
good.
even on the list. And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
So make sure you realize that just by staying and listening, sometimes those messages are meant for more than one of us. So,
For instance, that Seven of Pentacles that keeps popping up, I'm going to
mhm.
examine everything in my life. I'm
Yes,
going to look
it's
into
for
all the different
everybody. Yeah,
aspects. Yeah,
yeah,
there's
I
a
agree.
reason that seven popped up.
Yeah. So I'm going to do your reading, Brenna, and then Bobby will, and then we'll do our collective read. And I'm sorry, but I've got to go, and he's got to go. But he is coming back on another show
Yeah,
at
I'll be on with
5:30
Ramon at
with
5:30
Ramon. Mhm.
Pacific.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you didn't get your question answered and you want to, check it
and
out. And yeah,
Selena.
yeah. All right.
All right.
So I got a teddy bear, a panda bear, and the panda bear is gentle strength, but it's also personal boundaries. It's making sure that you stay within your own personal boundaries and let and tell people exactly if they're crossing your boundary. We have to all do this. The next thing is you need to cut out anyone that doesn't respect your boundaries. Um, I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. If you are being hurt or you are being stung by somebody else, you need to let them know this is my boundary and you can't cross it. Okay, you want to cross it? I'll have to talk to you. And you're out until you know. Finally, I get the dragon, and of course, it's the year of the dragon, or was that last year? No, it was last year. Sorry, but a dragon is your untamed nature, your potent powers, but it also can be chaos. So when you're cutting out somebody and putting up a personal boundary, initially it may be chaotic, it may be upsetting, it may be they may be aggressive. Well, why are you doing that? I don't understand. What did I do? You must do this. We all have to do our own. And we have to respect other people's boundaries as well, Brenna. So that's for me. Thank you.
Well, Brenna, I'll tell you this. You're headed for some serious action. I think you found some fire in your life recently. You have made some decisions to follow a certain path, um, follow your heart. The first card I drew for you, I'm using the Dark Moon Oracle deck. The first card I drew for you is the Mars card. This is a card of aggression. This is a card of going for what you want. It's making me think of the 2, 3, and 4 of Wands. Those are Aries cards. That's the energy of this. This is force. This is going for what you want. And what Ellie said about cutting things out of your life, this card backs that up because Mars is the planet of knives also for cutting things out. Think swords, spears. I think it's time for you to fall into your warrior aspect. Not only go after things, but defend and transform. The next card I have for you is the Scorpio card. This is all about transformation and defense. The Scorpions have their tail. Both of these cards are aggressive cards to me. One is fire, one is water, but they are both defensive action. I think that the final card ties in well with it. We've got Jupiter for abundance. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to put your foot down. It's time for you to fall into what you were meant to be. It's time for you to grow and expand. Jupiter's all about expansion. Scorpio transformation, and Mars force. So add these three together. What I'm getting is do not let anybody tell you anything right now. You need to
Yeah.
become. You need to set your mind on what you want to become and then become it, transform. Um, you
Wow.
know this to be true. I'm certain of it. Mars is biology too. Lust, passion, and war. Yes, Care Bear. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
this is what she said about passion. It's time to follow your passions and
Yeah.
grow. I just keep seeing that abundance grow.
Well, and
Thank you
she
for
says it feels like she's at a crossroads where she has to make a decision, and that's exactly what you're telling her. She has
letting
to think about it and make a
you
decision.
have
That's
to.
beautiful. Yeah.
And
I love
be bold about it. I want you to notice all of these cards are red. They are the
Yeah.
same shade. This is unification. The
Mhm.
rest of these cards aren't red. Okay, they're
Wow, you're kidding.
they're
So the
not.
3 red cards are the
The
card.
three red
Wow.
cards.
Oh my.
This is aggression. This is that Mars energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Transform into what you want to be. So
Yeah.
that's what I have for you, my dear. Thank you.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Thank you, Brenna. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, we're almost done here. Please like and subscribe to Bobby's channel at Wild Raven Tarot. He will be on at 5:30 with Ramon's Moon Scarab.
And
And
if you're
yeah,
watching this on my channel, please subscribe to Ali's channel, and the link
thank
is
you.
in my
Yeah,
description.
excellent. Thank you so much, Bobby. So this is a general read Bobby and I are doing for the collective, the people that didn't get a chance to get read, but it's more our collective energy. And the first thing I get is augury, which is fortune telling. You can't make this up. And it's
Oh my
saying,
gosh. Wait, okay. I'm gonna set the card I drew is scrying.
oh
Okay.
my God. Yes. And I'm feeling as though what it's saying is don't rely too much on what other people say is going to happen. Rely more on your own interpretation. Yes. Yes. Fabulous. And it's okay because we love reading for you. It's not that. It's just that we're not any better than anybody else. You can all do this. You really, really can. It's just if you're interested in doing it, but you can listen to yourself. The other thing I get is a refuge. And I think a lot of us are feeling a little bit of that 2020 energy where we're sort of hunkering down more at home. I can't figure out why. But anyway, take your refuge, especially if you're feeling hurt or misunderstood. There's a lot of misunderstanding going on. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. The last card I have is make your craft better and better and better. That doesn't mean you have to be a tarot reader or any other kind of reader. This could be what it is you do for a living. And they're saying you craft your own life, you craft your own way of doing things because you're in charge of what you are.
Awesome. So yes, we've been pretty synchronistic tonight.
We have,
That's
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
The
Uh-huh.
card I drew for you first is from my Halloween deck. It's called Scrying. This is about following. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, no way. This is about following your intuition. The next card I have for you is called Cauldron. This is
Ooh.
about synergy and healing. We throw everything into the cauldron, stir it up, and come out healed, basically, is
Mhm,
what it's saying.
mhm,
The last card I drew for you is the Death card. The
mhm.
eternal cycle begins here. So, collectively, I want everybody to know it's time to use your intuition to how you're going to heal yourself. Don't
Yeah.
Everybody always has an opinion on the medicine they want you to try. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that. Oh, go
Oh,
down and
yeah.
get some of this. You need to use your intuition on what you need,
That's
not
right.
what somebody else is telling you you need. Trust yourself. Unless it's a doctor, then listen.
Right, of
Um,
course. Yeah, right.
but if you're feeling off on the advice your friends are giving you and something's not right and you still can't, then trust your own intuition that that is
Absolutely.
not the direction. All right. Trust
Yeah.
yourself. It's very,
Mhm.
very, very important. Um, if you're
Wow.
capable of trusting yourself, know that you're capable of healing yourself and changing into something more, something better. Um,
Mhm. Beautiful.
that synergy will happen. All right. So that's what I got for everybody. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you, Bobby. And I surely want you to come back and visit me again. And thank you, everybody who has been here and been collectively kind in the chat and subscribing to Bobby's channel. And don't forget, he'll be on probably in a little while with Ramon. So check it out and take care of
Yep.
yourself and have a beautiful day. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.